Movie Recaps presents 300. The movie opens with a narrator telling us about the Spartan practice of examining newborn boys. If any kind of defect is found in the child, it is thrown away. This specific child in question was saved, and at the age of 7, he is placed into harsh Spartan training and sent out into the snowy landscape with nothing to help him survive. The child not only survives, but kills a large wolf and brings back the pelt. This boy grows to be the king of Sparta, Leonidas. The narrator is revealed as Delios, a top Spartan soldier who is telling the tale around a campfire. He speaks of the army that is on the way and how Leonidas provoked it. A grim Persian messenger from the enemy rides into Sparta with a message from Xerxes, the self-proclaimed god-king. He tells Leonidas that Xerxes will conquer everything and that Sparta should submit to Xerxes' demands. Leonidas lets the messenger know that submission will never happen, and kicks the messenger and all his entourage into a huge pit. Leonidas then climbs a great peak to speak with the ephors about facing the Persians in battle. He pays them gold and explains his plan. They say that Sparta will not wage war during their ancient and sacred festival. Leonidas persists, and they decide to consult the oracle. They say that the oracle agrees with them and that Sparta will not go to war. Leonidas climbs back down in defeat. The next morning, he has gathered 300 Spartan soldiers. The Senate approaches and reminds Leonidas that they will not go to war. He says that he is not going to war, and that the 300 soldiers are his personal bodyguards for the day. As they travel, a strange figure watches them from a distance. They meet up with Arcadians, and they join them for the battle. At night, they stop to rest. They realize that they are being followed. They also take notice of an eerie yellow light in the distance. They investigate it, and it is the remains of a battle with the Persians. They see the carnage of what is left behind. As they reach the hot gates, they see the massive Persian navy approaching, and soon, huge storms batter the enemy ships, lessening their numbers. Back in Sparta, the queen speaks with a member of the council to get an audience with them, and he agrees to do so. At the battlefield, the Spartans look down upon the huge armies of Persians, yet are willing to accept the challenge. Another messenger of Xerxes is carried to them, and again tells them that they should surrender. Just then he catches the wall that they have just built, and can see the Persians that they killed being used as mortar for the stones. He threatens them, and one of the Spartans jumps up and cuts off the messenger's arm, and tells him to go back and tell Xerxes that he will be defeated. The strange figure that has been following them is named Ephialtes, approaches and wants to be a part of the battle, but he is deformed. King Leonidas says that he can help, just not in the battle. Offended, Ephialtes throws his shield away and yells how wrong the king is for denying him. Another wave of Persians arrive to attack, and the Spartans are ready in a phalanx. They stop the charge and push their attack forward, killing the Persians. A slew of arrows are fired at them, but they recover easily. The queen is granted her audience with the council, and she is approached by a creepy council member, but doesn't engage him. Xerxes himself arrives and tries to reason with Leonidas condescendingly. Leonidas refuses and refutes Xerxes. He tells Xerxes that by the end of this battle, he will show that even a god-king can bleed. The next wave is the Persians' warriors elite known as the Immortals. The Spartans push the wall of the dead onto them, and with the help of the Arcadians, they smash through the Immortals. Wave after wave, the Spartans defeat what Xerxes throws at them. Ephialtes goes to serve Xerxes, and he leads them to a secret passage in order to attack the 300. The queen speaks with the creepy councilman because she needs his help in gaining votes. He agrees to her terms if she allows him into her bed. She reluctantly agrees, and he taunts her. Leonidas learns that they have been betrayed, and that the Persians are surrounding them. He does not retreat, and he sends Delios back to tell the queen and to tell the story of the 300. The queen appears before the council, but is betrayed by the creepy councilman, as he accuses her of being a whore and a traitor. She kills him, and they all realize that he was working for the Persians all along. The final battle. What is left of the 300 are gathered together under shields. A spokesman for Xerxes congratulates Leonidas and tells him that Xerxes will let him keep his lands and reward him if he lays down his arms and kneels before him. Leonidas throws down his helmet, spear, and shield. As he moves to kneel, another Spartan rushes out of the shields, jumps off the king's back, and thrusts a spear into the emissary. Leonidas jumps up and throws his spear at Xerxes, cutting his face. Xerxes gives the order to kill them all, and one by one, the Spartans are dispatched. Standing alone, Leonidas faces a wall of arrows, and all goes dark. Delios tells the queen of the 300's demise. We are now back to Delios telling the story of King Leonidas to a group of now 10,000 Spartans as they face off against Xerxes again. With inspiration, the soldiers charge into battle and into victory. And with that, the movie ends.